Welcome back, my Wise Astrology tribe, Cosmic Insight Astrology. My name is Christina. I will be your co-pilot. If you have a Scorpio rising, Scorpio sun, or Scorpio moon, this is your 2022 August astrology forecast. All right. So I have to tell you, when I'm doing prediction in general, I'm doing tropical horse sign astrology. So let's see what's the cosmic weather going to look like for you in August, what kind of challenges and what kind of opportunities will rise for you. Let me see. I did some mistake over here. I didn't install the microphone right away, so I have to work with that a little bit. I'm sorry about that. Okay, and so it is. We have it. All right. So, Scorpio. Here is my little astrology wheel, and I'm going to tell you what's going on. So the month is starting actually with the triple conjunction, and last month we were talking about that in details and in really deep details. But I'm going to mention a few things again. So because you are a Scorpio rising or moon or sun, you're going to have North Node and Uranus and Mars actually conjuncting in your seventh house. Seventh house in Taurus. Taurus is an earth sign. Taurus is a fixed sign. It's very, very stubborn. And in the seventh house, actually, that's your significant others. That's one-on-one relationship. It is also could mean like one-on-one friendship or, you know, a business partnership, your domestic partner. So you might going to experience some kind of chaos and turmoil in your relationships. And it could be some kind of anger related, or it could be some kind of resentment in the relationship. North Node is your purpose. It is North Node and South Node is very karmic. That is a mathematical point of the moon, and it's not a planet. However, it's always moving in axis and it's moving back in retrograde direction. And what you have to know about that, North Node has a Jupiterian flavor. It's very positive. It's very optimistic. It's your karma in the future. And South Node is like the tail of the dragon that is shedding off constantly. But you have to get rid of, but you have to give up. So you can move forward. It's not going to weigh you down anymore, but that's a very Saturnian energy. So the axis right now for you is between the first house, if you have a rising Scorpio, and the seventh house, the partnership, the significant other, and the self, the ego. So that is you, that is the mask you wear. And so not over here for you, it's going to actually take that mask off, peel the layer of ego down, whatever doesn't help you anymore. It also indicates something like you don't need actually to guard yourself anymore as you did before. So the mask is not necessary. You can be your authentic yourself if you would like to. In the seventh house, that kind of Uranian favor and flavor, you know, Uranus is divorce. Mars is anger and physical abuse also. So it could be some of you could experience actually and going through a hell of a divorce and some kind of physical abuse as well. But North Node here always a new purpose. So it could be like you already met a new person in your life or brought in some new person in your life. It could also indicate some kind of chaos with your business partner and it's money related, and or it could be crypto related because of Uranus is crypto and it's digital currency, and it could be an investment perhaps before with your business partner, but it didn't work out and there is anger. But you know, when North Node is involved also, that's definitely Jupiterian energy. So yes, it could indicate already bringing in some new business partner, new partner for you. But yes, that's definitely, it's a significance of a heavy divorce here. Or, you know, it doesn't have to be a physical divorce, a separation, not necessarily. It could be also, well, Uranus is the planet of gayness as well. It could be like you are angry because you found out your significant other is actually loving the same gender, so gay. And also, you know, it could be a separation, but it could be also something like you need to renew somehow your relationship. Uranus is unconventional. So you may be going to divorce because of the relationship doesn't work like you live together, but you're still going to be lovers, and you know, just maybe not living in the same house somehow because it's not working for you. So it is definitely unconventional relationship. But also, let's see, you know, Uranus doesn't necessarily has to mean divorce over here. It could be like you going to have an unexpected love affair that could actually become permanent later on. So yes, it is chaotic, it is very unconventional, it's really foreign and strange and alien for you, but yeah, it's what it is, and we have to work with the energies, right? So, and get the best out of it. So usually when I say my children, like, okay, so okay, we know the planetary aspects, we know the planets, you know, it's always good to know. Why? Because if you are ready for a storm, if you are ready for a snowstorm with snow gears, you're not going to die to death, you know, freeze to death, because you are ready for it. You can prevent actually the challenges, or you know, manipulate around. So that's just great to know everything. On August 2nd, we're going to have actually Venus sextile with North Node and Uranus. So in the 7th house, and Venus is actually reside at this moment in your 9th house at the beginning on the 2nd. In Cancer, very, very nurturing, loving energy, sextiling with Uranus over here. It could be, as I said before, because 9th house could mean your second marriage. So you already have a love, but will become like a second marriage, something unconventional, you know, and it's unexpected. It brought into you unexpectedly. And but also 9th house, it's your political view, it is your religion view, it is immigration matter, it rules your hip and liver and obesity, it rules foreign matters, it rules higher education as well. So yeah, it rules a lot of things. And in Cancer with Venus sextiling with Uranus, Uranus is the higher mind. 7th house, it could be like, all right, my business partner wants me to go actually and supporting me, or my significant other supporting me to go and study something. And that could be something Uranian or Venusian. So Uranus is definitely something with artificial intelligence, you know, like technology, science. And Venus in 9th, it could be something with, and in Cancer, something with the way we are mothering ourselves, or you know, it could be some kind of religious, or yeah, religious or spiritual based nurturing and loving something, like it could be Christian science, or it could be something with mothers and nurturing mothers, you know, like science, how to increase the breast milk because Cancer is breast, so something like that. And it's also sextile with North Node. North Node is definitely your future and karma, and you know where you are heading. It is a different avenue that you're going to approach. So yes, let's move forward. So we're going to go August 4th. August 4th, Mercury going to go to Virgo, and it loves to be here. It's exalted over here, rules Virgo as well. So Mercury in Virgo, it's definitely comfortable, and his home. Hermes is home here, and it's in your 11th house. 11th house, actually, Scorpios, that's ruled by Virgo for you, and it's your social circle. It is your humanitarian project over here, and it could be very like detailed. So maybe you're going to have some kind of too much requirement from your friends, so or expectation from your friends. But definitely communication will be flowing between you and your tribe. So that's really great over here. On August 7th, we're going to have Venus trining Neptune. Neptune is in your fifth house, Scorpios. Fifth house is your love affairs. Fifth house is your children. It is joy, creativity, happiness. And it's trining with Venus in the ninth house. It is a perfect symbiosis. It is like golden spoon to your mouth. Everything is granted. That is the best aspect in astrology. And, you know, Venus is love. Neptune is forgiveness and higher octave of love. Neptune is Mother Teresa. Neptune is the energy of like the love, the unconditional love. You know, when you have a baby, if some of you have a baby, and the moment you give a birth, and that kind of unconditional love in your life, that kind of love Neptune is. Okay, you don't expect anything from that. And trining with Venus, hallelujah, that's good. Okay, so fifth house, ninth house, what can it be? It could be like you are going to support your child in higher education, or you know, you're going to actually allow your child to study abroad, or you're going to allow your child to go abroad, maybe by himself, herself at the first time. Very supportive, very loving energy. Or it could be like you going to just go and travel with them and show the world around. It has a very deep spiritual meaning as well. So because it's art, both of them, you know, Neptune and Venus also art. Neptune rules more like the film industry, photography, and Venus could be something created with hand design and beauty and luxury and creams, or you know, whatever. So it could be like, I want to be happy, and I need some kind of nourishment and some kind of nurturing things, but I'm going to take on to some kind of fifth house for my happiness. I'm going to go and have some massages or some kind of holistic healing, and you know, that matter as well. Yeah, okay, so then it could be like also August 9th, we're going to have Venus opposition Pluto. So Venus is in Cancer, Pluto is in Capricorn, and those planets are opposing to each other, right? Okay, so third house and ninth house matter. Third house is your sibling, the younger sibling. It's the short distance traveling. It is your neighborhood and neighbors. It's ruled by Mercury, and Mercury could represent sailing, not selling, but sales, and it could be communication devices. So Pluto and Venus over here, it could be like became some kind of power struggle with your siblings or with your neighbors. So it is like, I can give more nurturing for them because of you know, like it's way too much. Pluto is power and taking advantage of, like you know, manipulation. So you know what, it could be emotional manipulation from your siblings, neighbors, and you know, things like that. So yeah, that could represent that situation. And on August 10th, we're going to have Sun square North Node and Uranus on the 11th. So Sun squaring North Node and Uranus on the 11th. So what does it mean? 7th and 10th house matter. You know, if you're going through divorce, your career going to be suffering. You cannot concentrate. Simple as it is. If you're going to even through some kind of argument, or your business partner doesn't support your idea, your career, or your prestige, So for example, your business partner is impulsive or angry, then the career what you built with the business partner gonna suffer because of the clienters doesn't want to buy from you or go close to you. So you are losing clienters because of that kind of situation. Okay. Yes. So then on August 11th, we have a full moon, and the full moon is in Aquarius, 19 degrees, 21 minutes. And that is the second decan. So that is a Gemini decan over here. Gemini is brainstorming. Gemini is the smart, you know, understanding, processing information greatly. And the full moon is going to take on actually in your fourth house, and fourth house is family, real estate, home situation. It's also unfortunately ending and funerals. And full moon is always a completion and it's an ending. It's when the sun and the moon is opposing to each other in heaven. And so the sun going to be in Leo in your 10th house, so that's your career. So it could be some kind of conflict between career and home situation. So you will need to let go some kind of home situation that is bothering and it came to a term of ending, so you can concentrate on your career. And it could be like your significant others, what we were talking about. Also Vesta going to go, it's went to retrograde actually in your fifth house in Pisces. Vesta is your eternal flame. That's your compassion, passion. That's the flame inside in us. And when it's going to retrograde, it's decreasing and it's going to go back actually to your fourth house. So actually you will feel some kind of decreased compassion toward to a family member. Or it could be like, this full moon actually is conjuncting Saturn in fourth, and with this full moon could actually signify some kind of loss with a family member with some kind of roots. So it could be a grandparents, even if it's fourth house doesn't mean grandparents, but because of the root is there, you are rooted in the fourth house. So it is connected with your roots. And Saturn is delays, so it could be some kind of issue with the house and delaying some kind of process, maybe buying or selling a house right now. So it gives a cease on selling, for example, or buying. And then this one, actually, this full moon going to square with Uranus and North Node. Same situation. It is family and significant others. You might not going to agree with your significant other, with your wife, husband, with your domestic partner on some kind of family matter. Maybe you want to sell the house and he doesn't, she doesn't, or maybe there is something with the children and the way of parenting, and that could be that kind of situation. And then on August 11th, Venus going to enter ingress Leo in your 10th house. So actually it's going to magnify your career and it's going to put a lot of emphasis on your career zone. And for example, your prestige. So you will be loved over there and you may be going to even be awarded. So that's really good there. And then we're going to move forward to August 11th, Mars sextile with Neptune. Actually, Neptune is spirituality, Mars is warrior. So the spiritual warrior over here. But why are you going to fight for, or who do you going to fight for? Neptune also adoption. And it could be some kind of case if you are divorcing because of your children. So who going to take custody over the children? That kind of situation. So fighting for my children because of I have unconditional love for them, that kind of situation. On the 14th, we're going to have Sun and Saturn opposition, Saturn and Sun over here, exact opposition. So yes, I'm going to shine in my career, but I'm not gonna shine at home. Saturn is coldness, it's like depression. When I go home, I'm tired, I'm exhausted, I have backache, pain all over. And like at home, I don't feel very well. But at work, I feel renewed, I feel wanted, I feel, loved, that kind of situation. And then on the 15th, we're going to have Mercury and North Node trine and Mercury and Uranus trine on the 16th. So that 7th house and 11th house matter. So Mercury in the 11th house, it could be in Virgo, it could be like one of the friends going to become a mediator actually between you and your significant others. So it could be like a balancing energy out for you and your partner. So someone who know both of you going to take an action and willing to help with the relationship, willing to help and mediate, being a mediator then. And then on the 18th, we have a very loving aspect between Jupiter and Venus in Leo. So Venus is love, Jupiter is blessing, Jupiter is in your 6th house. 6th house is your work, your daily routine. That could be your roommates, that could be your dog and small animals, or it could be also your health. And Venus in the 10th house is, career, prestige, awards. So 6 working hard. So because if I work hard, I get a blessing and I get some kind of money promotion or bonus, and it could be money related or recognition that I'm gonna really shine over there. I'm gonna be celebrated because I'm working hard. On the other matters, let's say Venus is sweets and 4th, 6th house is health. Jupiter is something with liver or your hips in 6th house, but it's trining, so it's a loving aspect. Well, Venus is also sugar, and even if it's trining you, it can indicate you're going to crave for sugar. And Venus in 6th house, Jupiter in 6th house. 6th house is health, so it could be gaining weight because of I'm obsessed with sugar and I'm craving for sugar. But blessing with animals, so you might going to adopt or buy some small animals, dog usually, but small animals, domesticated animals, and it's coming into your home, so it could be a really loving energy. On the 20th, we're going to have Mars entering and ingressing. Where are you, Mars? It's gonna ingress the 8th house of Gemini and join Pallas Athene over here, the asteroid of wisdom and warfare. Mars is the warrior over here. Gemini is connected with our communication, so maybe perhaps you're going to be talking or being the advocate for 8th house matters, for sex trafficked victims. So it could be that. All right. And then August 22nd. Oh, Vesta, I was talking about that. Yes, it went back in your 5th house. But then August 22nd, we have this lovely sun coming to Virgo in your 11th house of social circle, friendship zone with Mercury. So you get definitely going to find that drive. You're going to be very communicative. People going to need your advice, and you will also have great advice from your friends over here. And what else is happening? So August 22nd, when the sun going to ingress Virgo, we also have another aspect, and it's going to be Mercury and Pluto trine. So Pluto is in your 3rd house, Mercury is in your 11th house, and it's going to trine these two planets. Pluto is transformation, Mercury is communication, but 3rd house is also communication. So it's going to be a transformation actually within your social circle, the way you are communicate to your friends and the way you are communicate in your tribe. And you're going to become more powerful. You will be heard, you will be seen, and you will be understood finally, and heard. And then we're going to have Venus square North Node and Uranus in Leo and Taurus. And that is 7th and 10th house matter. So it's a square again, if you had some kind of issue with your partnership, with your domestic partner, or you had some kind of issue with your husband, wife, of course, it's going to affect your career. It's going to be like, you know, like, or maybe the issue is actually because you're working, you get a promotion and you're working all the time and you are celebrated and you are loved, and actually they might be jealous, and that's only the situation here. And then on the 27th, we're going to have a new moon. And this new moon is going to be in your 11th house of social circle. It's bringing in something new. So it can bring in a new friend. It could bring in a new relationship, a third husband, perhaps, or wife. Yeah, but a new relationship, definitely. But this new moon actually is going to square with Mars. So it's going to create a square aspect. And Virgo, Gemini, both of them is ruled by Mercury. And Mars is very impulsive. So it could be like, it's bringing in new tribe and new friends, but somehow they find me a little bit cocky or impulsive or very spicy tongue and you know, like brutally honest, and not necessarily everybody is capable to listen the truth and understand the truth. So it could be some kind of opinion is you know what, you have to be careful to, opinion is the lowest vibration of knowledge, first of all, and second of all, it could be, you know, everything is perspective, and your truth might not be the truth of your friends, and there the conflict could come from this. So yes, it could be like they find you brutally honest and they're not ready for that yet. So, and you know, let's talk about Chiron a little bit, because we have Chiron in Aries in your 6th house, and Chiron is the wounded warrior, but it's always create healing wherever it is. So in your 6th house of health, daily routine, you might going to be capable to revisit the way you are organizing your life, and also, you know, health issues. So it could be something with your liver, with your maybe obesity, but you know, right now it's time for you to at least make a plan how to lose weight, or try to looking for a nutritionist or some kind of advice right now. And you know, then we do have Juno, the asteroid of marriage and loyalty in your 5th house of, and you know, but it's in retrograde. So in the 5th house of intimate partner or lover or mistress, and you know, Juno over there, when it's going to retrograde, not necessarily loyal. And you know, Vesta is also in retrograde. It was, but it went on the 21st to Aquarius, so already retrograded back. The eternal flame, the mojo, the compassion, the passion, it was already decreased. So it could be like decreased passion could lead to not to be loyal, unfortunately for some. And then we have Ceres and Black Moon Lilith, not the asteroid, the mathematical point, Lilith, who is responsible for stillborn, abortion, and miscarriages, and Ceres, who is the goddess of agriculture, but also, you know, like poppy seeds, so rules actually opium, and rules also the beer, because of rules the hops as well, and in the 9th house, it could create, and in Cancer, it could create something like some kind of ideology, because 9th house is ideology around stillborn, abortion, miscarriage, and losing children. So it could be like perhaps you're going to study, you know what, how May is the midwife, not Ceres and not Black Moon Lilith, but it could be something like you're going to do some research about doulas, midwives, and something around this kind of, or you're going to join Yes, it could be that. So you're going to join people who lost their children, and because you need to somehow. Yes, it could be that, definitely. All right, so we talked about the new moon. Actually, we talked about everything. And the only thing is Mercury was really fast this month, and it's also going to go on the 25th to your 12th house in Libra. So there is some kind of hidden communication. You might want to balance out issues between friends or between partners or something like that, or between your children. And you say something to this one and you say something to the other one, and they're going to figure out. And in the 12th house, you wanted to keep it secret, but mediate or whatever, and it could later on create some kind of issue in your life and challenge in your life. So all right, Scorpios, have a safe and beautiful August. If you are traveling, make sure you are safe. And I'm truly grateful for your trust in me to guide you through your spiritual journey. If you liked my video, please give me some love and press the like button and subscribe to my channel. If you would like to have a personal reading with me, don't hesitate and just check out my website, which is www.urbanwitch.org. I have different kind of readings over there because I know not everyone can afford exactly the same. And I do have half an hour, 45 minutes, and let's see. Okay, I see you in September. Thank you so much for your attention. Till we meet again. Bye.